So this is the fence that I've cooked up for the goats here. It's probably, I don't know, 1,500 feet, 2,000 feet of this. It's just all polywire. I can't remember the brand. It's whatever Rural King sells. But I think what we got 6 strands. Yeah, 6 strands on this bit. The one is down there in the weeds. You can't see it. It's not hot right now in the summertime. But the goats, they are afraid of it, and they stay in this this little pasture that we've got for them. I put them on this spot because it gets pretty steep over in there, and it's just not the best place to drive a tractor with a bush hog, honestly. But you know, I let them, take a shot at keeping the weeds down. And they actually love these trees, these little weed trees. I don't know what they are, but these little weed trees, they grow like crazy around here in Virginia. And that's the first thing they ate this spring when the leaves came out, was those little weed trees. And they love it. But yeah, this fence, I just got 5-foot T-posts because they're little bitty goats, and some of these little plastic, peg posts or whatever they're called, and just run a few strands of polywire and let them get shocked by it a couple times, and they don't mess with it. This spring, before we put them back out here, or before I opened this big piece up to them, they just had a smaller little lot over there, and the grass is starting to turn green and everything, and you could tell they were staying about a foot away from that fence, because about a foot inside the fence the grass is green, but everywhere they weren't afraid of, they had gnawed it down and were keeping everything brown. So they definitely stay away from it. And the babies who grow up here, born here, they definitely learn, from day one too. Mama doesn't go through the fence, so I'm not going to go through the fence. And keeps them in. Like I said, I've got that bottom strand, not even electrified. Luckily, we haven't had any problems with foxes or bears or coyotes or anything. But yeah, it's done a good job. It's pretty cheap, easy to throw up. I basically did this whole thing in about a day. Like I said, about 1,500 feet. Just walk it one by one. And there they are. Wanting some sweet feed. Wondering why I'm not bringing it to them.